How about this? Are VTubers political? I'm going to watch a video about how we are so not political. How VTuber accidentally debunked woke ideologies. It's us. Oh boy. Are you looking at the prices? Dude, these are cheap. 1,500 yen? What is that? Like, that's like 10 bucks or something. That's kind of cheap. Is it not? My goodness. Like 20 bucks? Nah. Dude, the yen is under the frog's ass right now. It must be cheap as fuck. Dude, you can buy Madoka and Homura and Keion. Oh my god. 9.22 euros? Yeah, so basically it's like 9 to 10 bucks. You know, they say don't touch, but they don't say anything about coming over them. Your time.
Hey internets! One of the more bizarre questions out there is something I like to refer to as the VTuber question. Are VTubers cringe?
No, the VTuber question, whether we have dicks, and if so, is it bigger than yours? That is the VTuber question. Yes. The answer is yes. Yeah, yes and yes. Congratulations. You have been outdigged, gentlemen.
Cringe and degenerate? Or are they...
I rated VTubers booba and made an official tier list. God. Hurts me that I'm probably not even part of it. But the next model will be. The next... I'm so close. I can taste the boobies.
fine examples of just pure...
I should rate... You know what? If you guys would send in VTuber boobies, I would rate them. I would absolutely make a tier list of VTuber boobies. That's a good idea. I should release my booba tier list. You have a booba tier list? I don't want to know what I am on it.
harmless, youthful fun. The answer to which is all pretty subjective and something you can argue either way. But what's more interesting is a question that often comes packed with the VTuber question, which is, are VTubers political?
Yeah, Fillion, yeah. Definitely. Most political VTuber I have ever seen. With all of her glorious 1.5 brain cells. Yep. True. Yeah. 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 She's the biggest grifter I ever known. True.
And that question often gets swept under the rug with usually the milquetoast answer, which is that, oh, it just depends on the VTuber. Some VTubers like Kirsch focus on politics a lot. Then you have others like Pippa who are occasionally
Pippa. I love Pippa. She's so beautifully insane.
political. And then you have fun little moments like this one.
What do you think of men who get cooked?
I think that's really sad. They should beat their wives.
Shondo, no! Jesus. God, I love Shondo so much. She has no filter. She just like lets everything out. Yeah.
Peachy, isn't it? But honestly, most of them tend to avoid the subject of politics entirely, unless it's in the context of
We should totally. I'm too scared. She's so unhinged. She would out unhinged me, and like, I don't want to get cancelled, man. You know, like the thing is, okay. So the problem is that I am very prone to being flirty, and I also really like Shondo, but due to her avatar being a little bit on the younger looking side, I am not allowed to say anything, and I would have to I would have to like really like clench something hard between my cheeks so that I cannot say anything, because then they are gonna be like, Screw is into lollies, Screw is into lollies, Screw wants the lollies, and I'm going to be like, oh my god, it's not like that. Yep, it's out now. I just want Shondo's eternal womb. Yeah, that's true. That's it. You caught me. It's Joe over. Please don't tell her.
joke. Like, for example, Iron Mouse reacting to AI of Donald Trump and Joe Biden playing video games.
Damn.
Which is political, but obviously just satire.
Cancelled. Easiest cancel of my life. Iron Mouse? Cancelled.
which is honestly a smart position for most VTubers to take. Treat politics as something to laugh at, instead of taking a serious stance, so that way they don't alienate half their audience.
Cancel.
And so that's the answer you're gonna usually get when you ask the question of, are VTubers political? But that's...
I'm trying to think, are there actual political VTubers other than Kirsch? Or Kirsch? I don't know how to pronounce her name properly, I apologize. I always thought it's Kirsch, but everyone says it as Kirsch. So I'm not sure. I don't know, like maybe 5? Kinda nuts right now? Bro. Yes. Hello. Yes, my favorite VTuber, Hassan. Yeah, I love it when he jiggles his titties on stream. True.
That's not where I'm taking this. There's a much more interesting way to answer this question, which is to interpret it as, are VTubers inherently political?
Well, considering that apparently saying that men deserve love now is political, I think there's probably a bigger population. Yeah, clearly. Yeah, if you have the hots for a guy, easy political. Yeah, true.
Is there something about VTubers that has inadvertently proven something about modern culture through their rise and success?
I'm very political. I always say the homies that they should kiss each other goodnight and like have a nice group cash, and that you should always like stroke the noodle for like prostate health. So basically that's politics, yeah.
That most people wouldn't even notice or even think about. That perhaps there's an experiment that
I would never eat a tomato. I would never, Alex Jones. I love blonde people. I would die on a sword for you guys. I would give you my brain transplant. What brain? With your consent. I am nothing but a simp on the track. Kerchow. Lightning McQueen is king. You know, I want you to know that I will not die before I will meet Phillian once in real life. And if she actually is this brain rot, like in real life, in her human body, I will just like dig myself a little hole and I will live in that hole. Phillian tweet punishment? Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I can't tell, because this is something that honestly Phillian would say. I can't see the difference between this and her regular content, so I literally, I don't see it. Ka-chow.
All VTubers have been participating in, whether they know it or not, which handedly disproves a major mainstream media narrative. Intentional logical fallacies are used by various media pundits all the time, which is why I am partnered with Ground News. Different media sources can report the same story in ways that makes it look like the exact opposite of what's going on.
Forgive me, Father, for I am sinning. I don't want to hear about Ground News. I'm sorry. Good for you. We are happy for you. Anyway, have gamer subs. We have free shipping for an entire week with code Skuchan. Excellent. This is what you need. You need to dip.
.news
it's dipping time.
Or scan my QR code to now.
And the gamer subs isn't political because we have boobs on the labels, and boobs are not political. Boobs are mental health.
I'll get 50% off the Vantage plan, which gets you unlimited access.
Free shipping, booze. Free shipping.
But anyways, the answer to that question, have VTubers accidentally proven something about our culture that mass media doesn't really want to talk about, is in fact a very large yes. And it's something that starts to reveal itself when you start to...
I'm peeping. All these VTubers, I'm peeping.
To examine the phrase, Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
What? No. What he was trying to say is girl failures. You misunderstand. No. It's girl failures. You typoed close enough, but not really.
A fantastic example of how modern cultural critique is filled with a lot of really dumb ideas that are both largely misandrous towards men, but interestingly, in this particular case, it's also something that has a side effect of being severely damaging to young women, in that it preaches to young...
Is VTubing damaging to young women? Oh no. Oh no.
ladies a false narrative that, when taken seriously, will result in them making...
Simula Sabra is the r/female dating strategy. I heard about that.
A series of really bad and dumb decisions that will ultimately ruin her life and destroy any romantic prospects she may have. And VTubers have just kind of accidentally proven just how stupid this concept
I see Bo.
is. So what exactly is a Manic Pixie Dream Girl, you may ask? I'm sure some people who've clicked on this video already have a basic concept of it, but for those who don't know, Manic Pixie Dream Girl is a trope, a character archetype of something commonly found in fiction, although can occasionally exist outside of it. And the character usually has the following traits. The first is that they are eccentric or has a quirky personality, you know, not like
Meaning they are cringe.
the other girls type. They're also
They are cringe, but they are hot, right? But they are like not. They are cringe but hot, but also they are kind and nice, and they are just like very peculiar, you know? And I'm not like, no, those are the Pikmis that I'm not like other girls. It's a little bit, but she doesn't say that. Nah, does she? I'm not even sure. I think the proper definition of is a Manic Pixie Dream Girl is that the point is that she's weird and she only finds you attractive. Like, she's not into anyone else, and she does everything that you find attractive. That's the whole point of it.
so young, female, and usually single. And
Screechin is a Manic Pixie Dream Girl. No, I'm retarded. This is different.
so in fiction, she will usually be the romantic interest or the hero of the story. She also often has interests and hobbies that are less common for a woman of her age. She's usually optimistic and positive about life,
True.
although this rule can be broken if it's in line with her eccentric.
I don't think that being an ETOT is very niche anymore. I think it's rather common, actually, to be an ETOT.
nature. And lastly, she usually ends
Yeah.
up teaching the hero of the story something about life. She either helps him get on his feet, provides him with some kind of motivation,
Yeah.
or again, just serves as the basic love interest of the story. So basically, she's quirky, she's
She's vibing. Look at that.
positive, she's fun, she's different. And she's also, strangely enough, an archetype that you could easily apply to, well, pretty much every single successful VTuber. So I actually found that it was harder to find a
I'm like more and more feeling that he means the girl failure, because it girl failure is kind of like a Manic Pixie Dream Girl, but like even better. It's like when you're trying to do like cool stuff, but you cringe and you fail, and it's funny, but she's still hot, so you're like, yeah, I would. I know that she just like burned the entire kitchen down because she was trying to make cereal, but look at her, I would.
VTuber
Yeah.
that doesn't fit.
Dude, Marin is fucking stacked. I'm sorry. I know. Like, yeah, I know. I see what you see. I know. I understand. I agree.
Under the Manic Pixie Dream Girl label.
She just had like a new music video coming out like not too long ago. It was really good. Animated and everything.
Vast majority of the VTubing industry can be understood as
Yeah.
young girls, usually with a fun and upbeat disposition,
Boing,
using an
boing,
anime
boing.
model instead of just being a cam girl.
Boing.
And they usually have some kind of eccentric or unique backstory to
Boing.
their character. There's some men out there who are VTubers, but mostly it's young
Men in my VTubing community? I don't think so.
women, usually women under the age of 35. And what VTubers mostly do is provide entertainment in a manner that is mostly pandering to a male audience. So they'll do things like streaming video games or reacting to internet memes while being quirky and fun. The only real difference here is, again, they're
This is all for the man. We are all here just pleasing you. Only you. You.
not entirely fictional. There is a real person behind the model. But at the same time,
That's not true. I'm not a real person. What do you mean? What the fuck?
they're still somewhat playing a character. I mean, most of them break character all the time and only
So-
occasionally play within their role.
Bro, who is rubbing a dick with those bamboo things? Hello?
In many ways, VTubers are just
What is that? How is this allowed in Hololive?
female streamers using an anime character.
Bro,
but
I
the
love
point is,
Corona.
the successful ones, at least, nearly all fall under the Manic Pixie Dream Girl archetype, which is very, very interesting.
No, Corona is just also retarded. That's not the same. Oh my god, stop mixing it up.
Because the thing about the Manic Pixie Dream Girl is that it's
It's
also an
not the
archetype that
same.
is very deeply hated by the sort of neo-Marxist woke progressive types. And they of course use the usual prog snarl words. It's problematic, or it's sexist.
My sexist, problematic, harmful stereotype. What is this creature behind me? Jesus fucking Christ. Oh no. Oh, oh. Oh no, you're problematic. Thank you for noticing.
Or that it's harmful in some way. Because, it hurt their subjective feelings, so therefore it's harmful. Their logic is flawless. Don't question it, don't think about it, just...
There's the modern audience behind you. Jesus Christ. Ah! Scary people.
accept it. And they've been talking about this for much longer than VTubers have.
Feminist frequency. Yep. That's the kind of channel I would not watch, even if you would torture me to it. Nope. I have never seen this video, and I don't know who this person is, but I guarantee you that I already know what the video is about. How it's a harmful stereotype because it misrepresents women, and it's all about men and how men are having it good, and we cannot let that happen. Yeah. Yeah. You're 100% correct. I can just tell. This is something. You look at the clues and you can already know what the entire video is about. Yeah, do you notice 13-year-olds? Oh my god! Jesus Christ, 13 years old. I didn't even notice that. Holy shit.
Have been a thing, and so VTubers aren't really their go-to example. Instead, they complain about characters usually in mainstream movies like Summer from, Days of Summer, or Sam from Garden State, or Ruby from Ruby Sparks. And their complaints
I only know the first movie out of this.
about it are as follows. The first is that the Manic Pixie Dream Girl only exists to help the male hero out of depression, and that she is therefore just a tool to be used to this end.
True.
The second complaint is that she has no life of her own, and often her family has no part in her depiction. Also, she has no will of her own, and just goes along with whatever men want her to do, which is then used to imply that she's failing to pursue her own happiness, and that she's helping men grow while experiencing no growth herself. And that the Manic Pixie Dream Girl is just in general unrealistic. Overall, the main complaint here seems to be just,
If you think that it's unrealistic for a girl to fall so madly in love with a boy that she doesn't care about anything else other than the guy, then you have never met any teenage girl like in your entire life ever. Like fucking ever. Ever. Do you guys remember like Romeo and Juliet? You know, when they basically killed themselves just because they were so much in love? And everyone just vibed with it that, oh my god, so true. Oh my, so based. Yeah, like, what a, yeah. Yeah, much in love and stupid. Yeah, that could never happen. True.
woke progressive feminists screeching that women are not objects that exist to help men or inspire them or make men happy or whatever.
Why are these people always so miserable? It's like, they are like, oh my god, no one loves me because I'm unbearable. Therefore, you're not allowed to love anyone because that's oppressing. Be better, girl. You don't need that. But like, I guarantee you, if hypothetically these people would have a type, like let's say, I don't know, who is, I'm trying to think who people goon to. Like, fucking Pedro Pascal would walk in and would say that, hey, Miss Modern Audience, I love you.
No, Asku, stop. You are being open-minded again.
Oh, okay.
You know that is heresy.
My apologies. My apologies. You're right. Ooga booga, man bad. True. True.
And that the Manic Pixie Dream Girl archetype somehow implies that they...
Am I doing it good? Yeah, must be true. Must be true. Must be true. Yeah, must be true.
They are. Now, like all midwit takes, there is a base level of truth in these people whining about Manic Pixie Dream Girls, because unrealistic characters to serve as romantic interest absolutely do exist, and they can get pretty darn cringe. For example, a common trope you might see in romance novels written for women is an alpha...
Do you remember when I got cancelled like a few days ago, and it was one of the videos was like how women's romance is about, oh, choke me daddy, and men are just, I want a cute girlfriend. And then you have these sort of quote unquote romance novels for women, and basically all of them is just like a ripped fucking strong guy who is just let's be real. You already know half of the plot of these books. It's probably a hot guy. There is a girl who probably doesn't like the guy, but he's so charismatic and so determined, and he's just gonna kind of force himself onto her, and she's gonna be like, oh, that's kind of hot, and they will end up together. That's like 99% of these whatever slops, you know? Yeah, and he's rich, and like he's damaged, and he's edgy, and he's like a morally gay morally gay character. Morally gray character. But bro, it's like literally, like, look, it's deliciously wicked or whatever. Dark desires after dusk. Whoever comes at me and says that women don't just want to get like pounded and put onto the top of the fridge is a goddamn liar. Okay, I know you're smart. I read your fan fictions. I know how down bad you are. So don't you come at me with this bullshit. I know. I fucking know. To tame a Highland warrior. Oh, trouble in Texas. Oh, this is so awful. This is the kind of shit my grandma would like to read. And then she would go her Jehovah Witness meetings. I'm not even kidding you. She kept buying these like romantic fanfic things at the newspaper stand, and this is how all of the romantic book cover looked like as she went to the meetings. Grandma was down for Jesus, but also for the fanfic. Oh my god. Oh, is it the good old days?
Alpha male Giga Chad with supernatural powers, taking interest.
I just noticed this fierce in fur. Oh no, that's some furry fucking werewolf bullshit. Ah, the Eternal Rider. Dark needs at the night's edge. Rock hard. What a... Oh my god. What is that? I feel like a fucking holy Virgin Mary compared to these. Oh my god. Oh, all these... Oh my god.
Just in a totally ordinary, normal, boring girl for basically no reason. And he then proceeds to take care of her and protect her throughout the story for, again, basically no reason. Twilight is usually given as the basic example of this, but it happens.
You know, I'm gonna tell you, women will never admit. But this is encoded into us genetically. I guarantee you that 99.9% women wettest fantasy that you're the damsel in distress and a hot guy comes and saves you, and the hot guy falls in love with you, and the hot guy only wants you. I'm sorry, but they might say that, oh no, I hate the damsel. No, you fucking don't. You want to be the damsel in distress. You want your 1,000-year-old vampire werewolf daddy with his 16 abs to come and seduce you. Okay? That's all they want. I'm sorry, but that's it. Every woman are bottom, whether you like it or not. It doesn't mean that sometimes they don't want to go on top, but they are fucking bottom. We were born to be bottoms, okay? We are trying to fight the coding, but we were born to be wild. Oh, and also bottoms.
It's a lot. And on the flip side, you can also find unrealistic female characters.
Cancelled again. God damn it.
In things like Japanese harem anime, where an extremely boring male character with no personality, so to speak.
God, how much I hate harem animes. The fucking, how do they have a term for this? It's the stale white bread male or something like that. Stale milk white bread, something. There's a term for this. Something. I have gone. Stale toast? Still make toast? No. Wait. I have to have stale white bread men. How to no. Stale bread man. No, it's not. Fuck, I can't find it. Still milquetoast, man. I don't know. Boring. That's all you have to do. White trash? No. Not the racism. Come on, we are better than that. We can hate each other equally, regardless whether you're white or chocolate.
That always looks like Shinji for some reason. It's his pick of a slew of extremely attractive female characters who all have the hots for him, or basic.
Okay, no one in this entire universe had the hots for Shinji. I guarantee you. No one. Literally no one. Shinji is one of the most pathetic characters in the entire universe. No. I would literally rather have sex with one of these Evangelion mechas than with him. No, I'm sorry. Peak self-insert. Listen, I have no pity for him. This guy had 3 women gooning after him, if not more. You had the mommy milkers, you had the insane German chick, and you had like the waifu for laifu. And he was still not happy and he was sobbing himself to sleep. I'm sorry. Daddy issues to the max. Fuck Shinji. No, don't fuck Shinji. He doesn't deserve it, okay? I'm sorry. He just leave him in his virgin corner, let him weep.
No reason whatsoever.
No.
He just kind of exists, and suddenly all these girls who have been designed to have absolutely no unattractive traits in them whatsoever.
His family is all fucked up, though. Boo-hoo. Whose family isn't fucked up, bruh? We all have our crosses to bear. It doesn't mean that you have to cry 24/7. And it's like no comment. I just really hate Shinji. I'm sorry. He even had my boy Kaworu simping over him, and he couldn't even suck a good dick. You were offered 3 hot chick plus a handsome gay guy, and you still were depressed because daddy didn't love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. No, I can't.
Suddenly all want him. And it's true that these tropes can be bad, however, they're not exactly sexist and harmful, at least not to the gender they represent.
Okay, if you would ask Twitter whether it's sexist and harmful that there is a guy character who has more than one girl liking him, you would get a very surprising answer. Like, I guarantee you that you would get a very surprising answer. All I hear is you're jelly. Listen, if I could get girls like Asuka and Rei and Kaworu, and I forgot what the alcoholic chick's name was. God, I'm very bad with names. Misato or something. Like, for all goon for me? Like, are you kidding me? Of course I'm jealous. Hello?
Rather, they're usually harmful more so to the people reading them.
What in the mother... What is that little gnome creature on the guy's shoulder? And why is it casting ninjutsus at me? Naruto, is that you? What the fuck is that? How many... Oh my god, how many toes does he have? Oh my god. What is that? What is that? Oh my god. Jesus. That's the TikTok guy. No. Those things are called children. I swear to God, I have witnessed children before, but none of them tried to cast a fucking ninjutsu at me with his 6 or 7 fucking toes.
The problem with these kind of characters is that they're wish fulfillment characters. They give young readers an extremely unrealistic expectation for the opposite sex, which can absolutely lead to people becoming cold and alone. I mean...
Are you telling me that there isn't at least 5 or 6 handsome, dirty... thoughted guy who just goons for me and fallen in love with me, and they all just want me, and they're like competing against each other, and I will just have to choose who I have actually feelings for, and they may or may not be morally gray and beautiful, and maybe some sort of otherworldly creatures like vampires and werewolves and fairies and like half angel, half demon or something. No, me on my knees right now. See, I knew that he's not telling me the truth. I freaking know that. Can we be half goblin? No. I know where those goblin videos lead. No. That's a different genre, okay? We are talking slice of life romance, okay? That's a completely different genre.
There's a reason why harem anime is often laughed at as a genre of anime that is mainly
basement dweller. You cannot kill what already has no life. I feel called out. I really need to clean my table. I have like a few bottles here and there. Okay, fine. Be like that. I don't need to be called out like that. Okay, my chair looks better. Okay, I have a prettier chair, but other than that, I am eternal. I cleaned my desk yesterday. I'm so proud of you. You have done such a good job. Mwah. Oh my god, is that a gigantic Pocky? Oh, that's bigger than normal size Pocky. What do you mean? This guy is a winner. Oh, I want Pocky so bad. Ah. June, give me a pack. But I want the strawberry one. Okay, I'm a whore for the strawberry Pocky.
Mainly for virgins, because it kinda is, to be honest. I really
do not add my hair to this image. This is not like that. I would never wear jeans at home. Okay, you have to let the toes and feet free.
Basic red pill advice for young men is that you can't just sit around and wait for some 10 out of 10 pure-hearted female with absolutely no flaws about her whatsoever to just magically take an interest in you and do all the work and just want you for no reason. That just doesn't happen. Rather, what happens most of the
Why not? But why not? Why not? Hey, Tony! Well, why not? It's good as treason, the fact. I don't speak Russian.
The time is that you end up with the partner you earned. So in reality, you have to become the kind of man that the kind of woman.
Okay, to be fair, I don't find this attractive. I'm sorry. It's a little bit too much muscle for me. If he would lay on me, I would die. I would literally. This guy must be like 90 or 100 kilogram pure muscle. I will be like a flattened pancake. I will just easy. Do you prefer dead bods? I always tell you guys, I prefer the depressed programmer type. You know, like when you're just like, yeah, that's it. That's a body type. The depressed programmer. It's like the black under eyes, a little bit longer shirts. You have been living on like instant ramen for like the past 5 years. Zero immune system. Yeah, those are the kind of good. Yeah.
When you want finds attractive. And of course, the same thing is true in reverse.
Don't build. I thought he was a fanboy.
If a woman is not attractive to the kind of man that she finds attractive, she's not going to get that man. There are exceptions to this basic rule, but most of the time, you can't just do nothing and have your perfect dream partner fall into your life. You have to actually do something. And in many ways, it's very...
No, don't make me want to improve. I don't want to improve my personality. No, I just want to sit in my corner. Give me the beautiful girl. No! The next thing you're gonna tell me that I have to wash my face and my hair and my armpits and like wipe after I take a poo-poo? Come on. What are you talking about?
Similar to economics, you have to offer people something that they want in order to get what you want. And there's another channel known as Full Math that kind of goes into this extensively when talking about relationships.
We love whole math here. We haven't watched History's Manliest Hilarious Sex Genius. What is this fucking copium in the description? This is what I should write into my channel too. History's Manliest Hilarious Sex Genius. Yeah.
Advice. A big problem with the dating market is that too many people are going into it only thinking about what they can get out of it, rather than going into it thinking about what they have to give, or what exactly is it about you that makes you a good partner. And I have a special understanding of this because one thing people might not know about me is that I'm actually a married man.
Impossible. Sir, you cannot call your Tango your wife. Just because it has Hatsune Miku branding, it doesn't mean that she's your wife. Impossible. I can't believe you made it.
I normally would never bring this up, and I normally don't really...
Filthy normie. Let me just put my dislike on this video. I can't even believe it. Hey, Buff! Thank you so much.
Talk about myself much because it doesn't really matter in the context of philosophical or...
Now he's just flexing, you know? That's what he's like. Yeah, like, well, actually, I'm married, but like, I didn't want to tell you because, oh, it's so irrelevant. But actually, I do have a beautiful, loving wife waiting for me with a freshly baked apple pie every night.
Political channel. But it is relevant because I can...
Bro literally paused middle of the video just to flex on all of us. Okay.
Point out one very simple fact about a lasting marriage, which is that you have to care about what your partner wants. You have to...
Wrong. The biggest secret to a marriage is that every time the girl says something, you have to say yes, dear. It doesn't matter what she says. You have to say yes, dear. Of course, dear. Anytime, dear. Yeah, see? There you go. You're perfect. You already know everything. That's all you have to do, and you have the perfect marriage. Yes, dear. Yes. But if they ask if they look fat, then you run. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think there is ever a good answer for that. If you get that question, you run. You run as fast. You left the stove on in the at your workplace. You have to go and check it. Your boss is going to fire you. You have to go. Yeah. Just run.
To care about their well-being. In order for love to work and for it to last, you have to wake up every day
Must be
thinking
true.
about what you have to give, rather than just what you can get out
true.
of your partner. If I didn't care about my wife's well-being, or if she didn't care about my well-being, it wouldn't work. You both have to genuinely respect each other's will, almost as if it were your own. And so that is just kind of the basic nugget of truth that exists within this critique of the...
Not true. Not true. Nah. The respect in 2025? Can we afford that? Let's someone look at accounting. Can we afford that? Is it in the budget? Respect towards both genders? Equality? In this economy? Yeah, it's a little bit tight. I'm not sure. We have to look at the numbers. Must be true? Ooh. I'm not sure. Maybe once a year. Nope, we are broke. I'm sorry, gentlemen. We can't afford it. Maybe next time.
Manic Pixie Dream Girl archetype that we're seeing from these neo-Marxist woke progressive feminist types. The problem is, and where they completely screw up and get it all completely backwards, is that what they're whining about isn't actually unrealistic at all. I decided to watch some of the movies and look at some of the characters that are often called out as being Manic Pixie Dream Girls, and the only consistency I found is that they were women, they had some femininity and some quirkiness to their personality, they liked to have fun, and they didn't hate men. So,
yeah, that you saw that last part? Yeah, that was the problem, the very last part. If you're a woman and you don't hate men, then are you really a woman? It's utterly unrealistic. Yeah, what do you mean they didn't hate men? Don't tell me that they were in a relationship and they enjoyed it. Bro, what are you going to tell me next, huh? The grass is green and the sky is blue? What the fuck? Yeah, man, what is this? This is pure misogyny right here. You see that? It's like committing murder. True. Not possible.
To any woman out watching this, if you meet these 4 traits, congratulations, you apparently don't exist. So what we are...
Thank God. Oh, I was worried for a split second. Whew, that was close. I don't exist. I'm just someone's fever dream. Oh my God, like, let's go.
Seeing here is kind of the reverse problem. Rather than setting an unrealistically high bar for a potential...
Oh fuck, I forgot to take my medication. I just remembered. It's okay. It's okay. I forgot. It's okay. Unrelated, I'm taking my meds. Thank you. It's okay.
Potential partner. What we're really seeing here is an example of feminist critique going too far. They're setting an unrealistically low...
Why orange?
...low bar for women to go for. Or if you are anything other than a man-hating, scowling, strong woman who don't need no man, then you somehow represent a problematic, unrealistic standard. And that's of course completely ridiculous. It kind of reminds me of the male incel community complaining about how women aren't interested in men who are poor, stupid, and short, or otherwise lack any masculinity in them whatsoever. Just because standards exist doesn't mean you're being oppressed. And look, I get it, it can be really hard to meet some of those standards, especially as a guy, because some of those standards are indeed a lot higher. But whining about it doesn't really change the fact that...
Wait, did he just call those group of women just basically like incels? They're just like on the other side of the spectrum? Man. Wow. But yeah, I mean, incels hate women and these ladies hate men. The reasons are not quite the same, but I guess on paper we can kind of match it up. I guess? Unrealistic expectation to the point of hatred? What? No, like, he might be cooking. Let him cook.
That bar
he might
exists.
be onto something.
And going back to VTubers and examining them alongside...
Oh, right. This video was about VTubers. I almost forgot.
movies that get accused of having manic pixie dream girls in them, we can easily see how this bar isn't really that unrealistic at all. And a lot of the critique also has some really...
Wait, now we are going to communism? What the fuck? What is this? I thought we were talking about VTubers. And now we're back to communism.
Obviously faulty logic when you think about it, which
It's all
really shouldn't
connected.
surprise anybody, because one of the main central components of neo-Marxist philosophy is that they tend to view everything through the false dichotomy of victims and oppressors, when in reality social interaction is much more complicated than that. And as a result,
It's actually not, because these women are, most times, they are already, like, they are on standard on victim. Like, they are bullies as long as they have the advantage and then immediately switch into victimhood. So they are like a 2-in-1, sort of, like, kind of like a Head and Shoulders. They have both traits. It's one coin, two sides.
result of this, they tend to commit false dichotomy fallacies and make bad faith arguments all the time. For
VTubers are communist aliens from Mars?
example, one really stupid and
He does
very
have a
common
point.
false dichotomy
Schrodinger's fem cells. Nice.
is objectification. For example, attractive female characters in a story exist, or lots of YouTubers like to use sexy models. And therefore, men who
Damn, look at this harlot. Look at this. I bet she showers naked. This slut.
who enjoy that are objectifying them. They only view her as an object. But that's actually a false dichotomy. It is entirely possible, in fact,
She's fucking me through the screen! True. True. Me too. I'm feeling it. Wait, I'm closing my eyes. I'm leaning back. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the spot. Yeah. Whew, that was good. Damn, I didn't know Lily's so good at giving a hand.
very common for
My
a man to
goodness.
find a woman sexy and attractive and still respect her as a human being with human rights. Just because sex sells doesn't mean that men only view women as sex objects.
Didn't age well.
You can absolutely find a woman sexy and still respect her. And yet whenever I see these radical feminist neo-Marxist critiques of art and literature and whatnot,
Pixie,
they just
yeah.
automatically assume that any attractive female character
To be fair, the model is very beautiful. Like, Nano have done an excellent job. So, you know, we are still respectfully observing Boberinos. Yeah. Nano always cooks. She's amazing.
is being objectified, which is objectively invalid reasoning. Those two scales are not tied together. Men's brains do not work in a way where the more attractive we see a woman, we then automatically have to see her as less of a human being.
That is not entirely true. I think there is a line. Like, for example, I will say my stance on it, my opinions. I think it happens often that when you watch someone who is more involved with sex work, like having an OnlyFans, then men think of her more like an object and less as a person. It's truly because they use her for a certain purpose. So they don't quite think about her as a person anymore, like, oh, what she likes or what she's into. She's not like marriage material. She's just sort of a tool, right? Yeah, that's how I feel. So, you know, that is my opinion. Yeah. Just have no sex drive and you don't have these problems. Yeah, sure, just cut off your balls. Question mark? Yeah, I can do it for free if you want. Yeah.
The personality scale and the
You couldn't respect someone you like to. Oh, I'm not talking about myself. I'm a respectful gooner. I'm just saying men on average, I feel like a slight, not you guys. You guys are respectful gooners. But I'm fairly certain there are a certain group of people who might find it harder to let's say, respect women who are leaning towards sex work. Not you. You guys are good cookies, but there are, okay, like, you know, we have bad cookies. There are bad men all around. There are, like, you know, the people who come in, it's like, OnlyFans, send nudes, you're a whore. Your mom is a whore. Like those people. We are talking about those people. You're a cookie, you're a sweet sugar cookie.
look scale are entirely capable of going up and down independently of each other. And yet,
Do you guys remember Shy Lily and the Pair? I remember the pair.
because neo-Marxist philosophy tends to view the evil, straight, white
That was a
male
good
as
pair.
the oppressor group, it is
You don't remember the Pair? Oh my god, how can you not? That's a classic. How could you not remember the Pair? That was such a bullshit. The 1 to 3 days ban for that freaking pair. Oh man, we need justice.
It's automatically always taken in bad faith, and so it is assumed that the evil straight white male must therefore be objectifying any woman who is found to be attractive, or any woman in art or literature who is attractive. And that's objectively not true. It's a false dichotomy fallacy.
Did you not know that men basically objectify every woman? If you have like your nose out and a guy will just be like, oh yeah, she's so hot, she's my little bucket, she's my little coom jar. Yeah, must be true, must be true. Yeah, men don't have self-control. They are purely operating on urges. They are basically like animals. You look at a woman's nose and they can't control themselves. Saw toes, harlot. Ankles, whore. Have like a little bit of cleavage out, fucking seductress. Okay? Yes. Yeah, ooga booga toes. Yeah, I know. I just, in case you guys didn't know, this is you. Yeah, you're like an animal, a wild, raw animal. True. Must be true.
It's not
Must
a
be
sustainable
true.
argument. And as I've just shown you, it falls apart very easily when examined. And here's the thing. The same thing is true for pretty much all the other
Do you think anyone ever gooned to the Mona Lisa?
complaints about the Manic Pixie Dream Girl.
Like back then? There must have been. Yeah, of course. Like you wouldn't think about it now because she's not the beauty standard anymore, but I guess there might have been people who probably gooned to the Mona Lisa. Yeah. You see that cleavage? Nah, man, she barely shows anything.
For example, going back to VTubers, there are a lot of young
Oh, right, this video is still about VTubers. Gosh, we keep getting derailed.
depressed men in Western society. That's just an unfortunate reality. And for many of them, watching VTubers helps them out of that
My
depression.
goodness.
Does that mean they see the VTuber as just a tool to bring him out of depression?
Yes, absolutely. Of course. Yeah. Just a cum jar. Every VTuber is a cum jar. That's why VTubers release Ducky Makura merch, so that you can do the Ducky. Yeah. No more depression. Only Ducky. There's like a suspicious hole in the Ducky. I am noticing everyone is like, hey, Scoo, so there is like a suspicious cylinder shaped tear at the side of the Ducky Makura. Do you know how I could maybe mend it? Like any... I'm like, yeah. Yeah, it got worn down. Yeah, I put it into the washing machine and there is like a tear right at the butt section. I don't know what happened.
Personally, I show cleavage because it makes me feel good about myself, not other people. I am a shut-in.
Based girl, dude, whatever. Like, I don't know, boys can show cleavage. Girls can show cleavage. Whatever makes you happy. Like, who cares, you know? If it makes you happy, then show the titties. Let the nips free, you know? Full no bra. I'm always no bra. That's what makes me happy. If you look at my boobies, then, you know, if it makes you happy. As long as you don't call me a slut for not, like, covering my nipples, I don't care.
Just an object with no will of her own? Just a means to an end of that goal? No, of course not. That's ridiculous. That is just another false dichotomy. For the
Twitter people are disagreeing with you, sir. I can already hear the twitlongers about this, that how...
the exact same reason, just because someone helped you out of depression doesn't mean you view them as a tool with no human agency of their own. That's ridiculous. And go...
When was this video made? 4 months ago. Really? Damn. Wow. It's surprisingly, this guy might be... does he know Twitter? Does he know the internet? Damn. My. Who's gonna tell him, no, let him be? He's so happy.
Going back to mainstream movies, we then have to ask, so why is it that Sam in Garden State is therefore just an automatic objectified tool for helping Andrew?
I can't believe they made a movie where the guy from Scrubs is the main character. That's the wildest thing to me. Jesus.
Out of depression. Why does that need to imply that she has no agency of her own? It really doesn't make...
He made the movie. Oh, that makes sense. Honestly, if I don't see him making out with, what was the guy's name? Turk? It was either Turk or Kurt or something like that. That's the only couple I shim. I'm sorry.
Make any sense as soon as you realize that it's just all false dichotomy. And she's also not a perfect girl at all. She's not unrealistic.
What do you mean? It's Natalie Portman. She's fucking perfect. What do you mean? Shut up. Don't talk to me. She's hot. She was Amidala in Star Wars, and I gooned to her multiple times, especially in that black outfit when she was like, "No, Anakin, we cannot kiss," but also her tits were pushed up higher than ever in the entire movie. And it's like, no, squeezes her boobs a little bit higher. We can't do this. Oh no. Don't you mean Keira Knightley? No, not Keira Knightley. I meant Natalie Portman. Or Portwoman, because she is the woman. And then she got preggers. That's true. It happens when you do hand-holding.
She has problems of her own. If you actually watch the movie, Sam has some pretty serious issues. Or how about the idea that the Manic Pixie Dream Girl...
Well, she did fall for, a Sith Lord. So, that is... Pat the baldness! Sorry, got distracted. But Pat the baldness, oh, that's cute.
Girl has no life of her own. I mean, where's that...
The chippy. Yeah.
Even coming from? So because a girl doesn't open up about who she is and give us a massive backstory about
Chibi's eyes are broke again.
everything in her life, then she has no life of her own? I mean, plenty of streamers, not just VTubers, and plenty of content creators don't talk about their life that much outside of what content they make. That doesn't imply that...
From now on, I'm going to talk about everything. We are going to start with the morning shit I took, how wicked it was. My goodness.
We have
into
no
deep
life,
details.
and it certainly doesn't mean that you're only allowed to look at them as someone who
Yes,
has no
dear.
life. Again, another stupid, bad faith false dichotomy, where the evil, straight white male is assumed to be a villain who only views others as a means to...
God, I love the evil straight white man. I simply love them. So evil, look at him. I bet he has devilish thoughts behind those little nerd glasses. Plotting. That's you? You're so evil. I bet your name is Evil McEvil or something. So devilish. Hey, Topher!
And then the weirdest critique of the Manic Pixie Dream Girl has to be failing to pursue her own happiness. Because that's a case where it can be entirely reciprocal. Lots of...
You sure that that's still not a girl failure? Maybe she tried. Maybe she just fucked up. Like,
people have fun making other people happy. That makes them happy. Having fun and being...
It's over, Dragon Ball. You can't defeat me. I know, but he can't. Sex mods are enabled. Ah, no. Oh, no, the donkey. Ah, the donkey is gonna sex the dragon. Ah.
being entertaining for others can be a mutually beneficial act. Like with Summer in
it's
500 Days of Summer. And all the silly antics that she's pulling, her character seems to be having just as much fun. In fact...
Wait, around no penis? Maybe I should rewatch this movie. What was the plot again? Hello? Penis?
In many cases, she seemed to have more fun than the male main character. And with VTubers, most of those girls stream for hours on end, and you can tell that they're genuinely enjoying it and having fun with their audience.
Nah, we are faking it. Listen, this is how a VTuber... Do you know why the VTubers have a starting screen of at least 10 minutes? That's why we snort the cocaine. You know, just so that we get like the extra energy needed. You're just like... I love streaming. Yes. Yeah, and then we are faking it. Yeah, of course. Aren't women always faking it? You're not supposed to know. What do you mean?
Which then kind of brings you to another problem with neo-Marxist woke progressive thought.
Jesus Christ. Neo-Marxist... what did you say? What? The fuck?
Which is that they tend to have a very bizarre zero-sum mentality towards the world. They tend to think that one person's gain is another person's loss. One class is the victim, the other class is the oppressor. All again stemming from false dichotomies. And what ends up happening as a result of this is that the sort of radical neo-Marxist feminist types end up shaming any woman who doesn't hate men, which is probably...
I'm processing. He said something very interesting, but I don't think that it reached me entirely. Yeah, there was a lot of word p. You should hate us, but why? I feel like he was onto something. I feel like he was. Let me listen to it one more time.
Sort of radical, again, stemming from false dichotomies. And what ends up happening as a result of this is that the sort of radical neo-Marxist feminist types end up shaming any woman who doesn't hate men, which is probably why I see the word Pikmisha often being thrown at VTubers.
Pikmisha? What?
Now, on the surface of the word, Pikmisha is defined as a woman who devalues herself in order to get picked by men, or
does it mean a lesbian cannot be a pick me? Like, if there's a girl who is like, oh my god, I'm just a girl, but she's trying to hook up with a girl, then they are not? That's an actual word? I don't know, man. I'm learning so much. Girl failure? No, I think girl failures are something that you are told that you're a girl failure, right? But a pick me is... No, wait, the pick me is told too. No, I thought I was onto something. No, pick me, usually... No, I wanted to say a girl calls you a pick me, but there are the incels too. There's a difference between pick me's and girl failures. I think maybe the term pick me carries hatred. Like, people don't like pick me's, but people love girl failures. I think that's the difference. That if you're a pick me, then they think that you're just like pretending and you're faking it. But if you're a girl failure, then they love you because you're just retarded. That's it.
a woman who is constantly seeking validation from men. But the problem is, the word in practice generally gets used against any lady who happens to get along with men just.
Oh my god, Pikmis are grifters! Oh, I learned what oh my god, I just clogged. They are grifter. Yes! Yeah, finally I learned what a grifter is. Pikmis are grifters! Yes! Oh my god, yes! Why is Vedal on the roof? but yes, oh my god, it's true. Must be true. Must be true. Ah, it's true. But what is she doing? What is he doing on the roof? I don't know. Please don't jump. There is so much. You have 2 children. Please, you have so much to live for. Think about all the girls swooning over you. No.
Fine. Or just does something that the neo-Marxists don't like. For example, apparently Dipper Dog is a pick-me because she reacted to a video of men doing better than women at hunting. This video. Oh my god, we reacted to this video too. It was such a good video. I know that it was like selected moments, but it was fucking hilarious. I will never not laugh at women being utterly useless when they are just like, oh yeah, we are the best thing ever. Also, they can't lit up fire and their first reaction is to start to cry. Like, no man, I'm sorry. It's just fucking hilarious. Like, you can do whatever. It's funny. So she had fun laughing at one of the basic biological differences between male and female and humans. Apparently this...
Wow, skeletal muscle. Can we say that there are differences between men and women? In 2025? I'm not sure. Might get cancelled for that.
This is pick-me behavior. Or how about another example? Apparently smug Elena is...
Elena! Ah, the pick-me. It's over. Yeah, I'm gonna go and DM her and call her a pick-me.
is a pick-me for making fun.
Do I hate white people? Yes, I hate white privilege so much. I'm so fucking pissed off. Don't play Black Make Muthang. Wait, wasn't Black Make Muthang a Chinese game? Is being Chinese of white people privilege now? Yeah, look, it's not supposed to make sense. Okay, listen, as long as the glove fits, yeah, it's fine. And there is no humans in the game. Oh, then... I'm going to just like let it go, and I will... It's okay. Yeah, there are horses though. So, because there is horses, and there is horsen, and the horsen is forsen, and forsen is a white man, Therefore, the game is full of white privilege. I see now. No, I got it. I figured it out. Yeah, got him. No, it's true. I see it now.
Fun of game journals over the whole Black Myth Wukong fiasco. Okay, so sometimes VTubers make fun of Woketoids too, and that somehow makes them Pikmis.
Yeah!
Gee, it's almost like Pikmi isn't...
Give me more anti-Woke pandering. God, why are you so stupid? Why are you so stupid? How is this most... Oh my god. God, I hate stupid people. Oh, it's... Don't we all? I know.
Gee, it's almost like pick-me isn't really a word that's used with any kind of consistency in regards to what it's supposed to be defined as. It's almost like it's just being used as
They accused Black Myth Wukong team being misogynistic because the journals mistranslated something the CEO said. So because they can't fucking read Chinese, they were like, yeah, misogynist scum. How could you? Fair enough. That's actually like pretty much... Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. Yeah.
shaming language against any woman who steps out of line
Tell
and
me
goes against...
DEI's libet for the 100th time while you wave your white horrid fox tits. Oh, white-haired fox tits in front of my face. Injected... What's the MGTown? Was it MGTown? What is that? Man going to war? Man going to... online war? Man going their way. Okay. What? Man going to their way? What does that mean? React slop right into my nutsack. Fuck yeah. Can you tell that he maybe didn't like that video? That maybe he felt a little bit displeased, perhaps, by the words being said? Well, you know, it is bro, okay? Bro is on fucking 4chan. When was anyone on 4chan okay? I'm sorry, 4chan fellas. Mwah, kisses to you, but come on. Who in their right mind goes and reads 4chan? Okay, that's the darkest of darkest nights when you ever go there, okay? Like, I don't think so. I'm just going to call it MGTOW, is noping out of the dating market. Honestly, like, I'm not surprised. I would be scared dating a girl too. That's why you have to date gamers. You know, you have to... I tell you, what you need to do, if you're a guy, you have to find yourself a cozy gamer. You have to find a girl who is into mushrooms and witchcraft and Stardew Valley and like random cozy shit like that. Her biggest problem is going to be that she has 101 cups that resemble mushrooms, okay? That's what you have to do. And she will be into fairies and like some cozy shit like that. Maybe she will start crocheting chickens or whatnot, okay? That's what you have to go. Become gay. No, those are cute. The cottage core girls. Hey Scout, no, I swear to God, that's a niche. It's like they have Nintendo Switch and they are cottage good and they like baking and it's adorable. Watch out for the ones that have 100 lamps. Lucky for you, I only have 99, so you don't have to watch out for me.
Against the cult of woke. And the more you look into it, that seems to be exactly what's going on. Like another silly example, apparently every single VTuber who played Hogwarts Legacy...
Oh my god, I fucking love Hogwarts Legacy. Oh, best fucking game of my life. I loved it. Oh my god. Can't wait for the next one. It was so good. I was so into it. You didn't play it? Oh man, I loved it. I'm sorry, I loved it. Poor Silver. Have you noticed that Sylvie always gets like clapped on the cheeks? Dude, that girl has like an awful fucking RNG. I don't know how. She's always so kind and so chill. What house did you pick? Okay, so I was bullied into Hufflepuff, but it's not true. It's fake news, okay? I would be clearly a proud
We
Slytherin.
don't have to watch out for us coup either way, and we all know why.
Okay, shut the fuck up, go to sleep. Okay, go away. No one is listening.
She just run away again like that one time in the local Migros kettle.
Okay, leave me alone. Fake news.
From Pikami, Pipkin Pippa is a pick-me girl for playing Hogwarts Legacy.
God, it was such a good game. God, I am actually so mad at myself. I remember when the game came out and I saw people playing it. Do you get it? Like, wasn't Pikami, Pikami, the kettle girl, you know, who came back with another name later, like basically bullied off the platform? Yeah, I actually really wanted to play this game when it came out, and I was just too scared. I was like, I don't think I could handle the hate. Although I think luckily my community is not really one of those people who would bully someone for a game like that. Like, honestly, like, it's kind of just an asshole thing to do if you bully someone for that. But yeah, like, I was a coward. I think I streamed it like a week or so later when like everything started to calm down. Yeah. It's not about the community, it's about the tourists. Oh, well, fuck the tourists. You can just ban the tourist. Thank you, Emma! Oh my god, you did all yourself! What the fuck? Bro, you self-digged yourself. How did you do that? Just like bending over to reach your own pipette. Yeah, that's genius. People outside the community did the bullying. If you could have just banned them, like those are if you go to someone's stream and start to bully them just because they're playing a game that it's not that they didn't like the game, but they didn't like the person who holds the franchise ownership, but she had nothing to do with the game, and then you're just a twat. You're just a bad person. You're just a fucking bully. And like, I don't want to wish bad upon anyone, but, you know, like,
Just subs.
immediately anything you say is irrelevant to me because you're just a fucking bad, awful person. You know? Like, you're just a bully. You're not better than anyone. Like, this sort of, like, tooting my own horn because I'm better than this. I would never play a game like that because this person said this. Oh my god. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, whatever.
Which is weird because Hogwarts Legacy wasn't even really that anti-woke. It's just that the neo...
It was, I think if anything, it was like more towards woke. Like, dude, there was like Asian Quidditch teacher. There was like the Indian student in it, Indian teacher. There was like you know, the trans lady who was the bar lady who was like really nice, and I don't know. There was like a lot of diversity in it. Yeah, like, dude, I love the fact that they were mad about the trans lady in the barkeep. Like, she had actually a very good story, and they were like, okay, we don't like it. No, take that shit out of the game. We don't like it. It was a very good character, and these people just miserable. They just can't be happy for anything. Wasn't there also a gay woman? That was just me. Sorry.
Marxists have decided that for some reason J.K. Rowling
It
is
was
literally
me.
the female reincarnation of Germany Bad Mustache Man.
True. She got isekai and got reincarnated as Hitler. True.
And therefore the game is problematic, and therefore every VTuber who plays it is a pick-me. The whole discourse surrounding it and how this word is used is just so completely unhinged and insane that I almost don't even need to point out the logical problems with or the false dichotomies and bad faith assertions anymore. The inconsistency is just so obvious
hair.
that it practically refutes itself. And if you
Wait, purple pill? Wait. Purple pill. Wait, what? Oh no, what's a purple pill? I know the red pill and the blue pill, but what's a purple pill? The term ain't problematic the way you describe it. It's problematic when any behavior a woman presents towards a man earns her the title of Pikmisha, even when the person calling her such doesn't understand the context of behavior but makes... What? You eat both pill. Oh. I am not intelligent enough to understand these terms. There's too many. Have you noticed that people are obsessed with labels? I feel like something happened to humanity, and there was a time when it's like, don't use labels on me because I'm more than that. And now everyone they just want labels. They just want like little tags under them that it's like, I'm this, I'm that, I am this/that and whatever. And all they want is just be defined by like 5 words. And that's it. That's their entire personality. Like, bro, if you can be described by 5 words, then you're not a very fun person to be around. I'm sorry.
Practically refutes itself. And if you don't believe me, try searching for the word
It helps them feel special. Well, whatever floats their boat. It's just, listen, if everyone is special, is no one special. I actually do think that this is why we are getting like more and more hardcore shit. Like, at first, you get like the mild, like, oh, I am this, and then like, oh, these are my pronouns, and then you get the neo pronouns, and then you get like the whatever, and they just always try to like outbid each other that who is the most special-est. And I'm like, okay, whatever, you are the like when you have to announce yourself and this is my name and this is the yeah. It's called the Special Olympics. It's genius. I don't know, man. I just, I wish, can we go back to like, to the times when like, I don't know, like you just had like your favorite animals in the tag, or like you identify as like a unicorn, like that's your spirit animal or something. Astrology, that's it. That's what it all started out with fucking astrology. It just clicked to me. It literally started with astrology. Oh my god, I'm such a Virgo. Oh my god, I'm such a Pisces. I just can't. Like, this is what it started with. Yeah, it was astrology. And then it all went downhill from that. It's like, oh my god, the stars are aligning. Like, I can totally not do that anymore. Because the Venus is in retrograde, whatever that even fucking means. I don't know what it means. I can't even tell you the sentence, the Venus is in retrograde in Hungarian, because I only read it on the internet. This is literally some American slop that infected my brain. I don't know what it means in my own language. I can't. I'm sorry. It's not American. Oh, that's absolutely on you guys. Okay, everything awful comes out of California. I am like 99.9% that everything bullshit came out of California. I'm telling you, you guys, it's not too late to make, like, everyone goes to the shovel in the middle of the night and you guys start digging, and by the time they wake up, they are going to be a little island in the middle of the ocean, okay? And it will be its own little country, and you guys get rid of California, just push it, and the United States will have less state, but it will be fine. Must be true. Just get rid of it. If everyone grabs a shovel right now and you go there in the middle of the night, it will be easy.
Pick me on the internet and how it's used yourself. It seems to always be used against any woman who does anything nice for a man, any woman who sets any kind of standards for herself whatsoever, or just any girl who just does anything.
Oh yeah, I have been called a pick me multiple times because apparently I am treadwifing or something. Apparently preparing food for yourself because you don't want to starve is like a treadwife pick me. True. I am a big fan of not starving to death, but you know, how dare you? I know. How dare you feed yourself? I know. Jokes on me. I should just eat McDonald's and get fat or something. True.
Anything at all that the woke left doesn't approve of. That's probably...
I hold myself to a higher standard behavior. She wants spell approval. It's true. Did you know that I only brush my teeth and I only take a shower, hoping that a guy will jerk off to me? It's true. Literally, all the time. If they don't even york it, what's the point? I heard that. No, you can clip it and ship it. It's fine. It's true. Yeah.
That's cool. California, yeah, the furthest any place can ever possibly get from being American. Have you not heard what they have to say about America?
No, I don't listen. If anyone comes from Cali, I just don't talk to them. I don't listen to them. They don't exist. It's like an AoE debuff.
Probably why the smart move is to do what Pippa did, where she adopted the Pick Me label for herself as her government.
Pickle, Piper,
All my girlfriends who used the term pick me in high school were just mad that they didn't get asked out like me, L.
Oh man, they were just losers. Pickle, Piper, pick of pickled peppers, pick me Pippa. But that's just my government name. So based. True.
Name.
Must be true. Must be true.
Woman who finds herself being called a pick-me. Don't take it seriously. Just laugh and move on. And fortunately, it seems that most VTubers seem to understand this. The haters gonna hate mentality is likely the best move here. And so, what's the real conclusion here? Where am I going with this? And the answer to that is that VTubers have accidentally proven that labels like Manic Pixie Dream Girl and Pick Misha are really just crab mentality, which is the...
It's just... You know... You wanna know how I feel about this? I will tell you how I feel about this. There is this bunch of ugly, miserable women who just hate everything because they are ugly and miserable. And they hate beauty, they hate intelligence, they hate men, they hate themselves, they hate even each other. And they just hate. They wake up and they hate, they go to sleep and they just hate and they don't like anything. You know, that's it. It's like, oh, you see a cute feminine girl. Oh, she's a pick-me. Must be true. Oh, someone is kind to men. Oh, she's a pick-me. Must be true. And they are just always angry. Like, there's literally nothing that can make them happy. You know? Literally nothing. Like, I'm trying to think, like, oh, when, like, games come out and they are just, like, fucking woke slop, They don't play those games. They should be because that's what they're advocating for. But all of them go like fucking broke. So clearly they are not the modern audience people are looking for. So they are just miserable and they just gossip. They just talk on the internet. They just try to get people cancelled. And they are just unlikable and miserable. That's all.
When they don't goon, they hate. And when they don't hate, they goon.
Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, they goon and hate and they hate and goon and then they goon and hate. That's a perfect circle. It's like the Ouroboros. Like the fat chubby snake eating itself. Beautiful.
If I can't have it, neither can anyone else mentality.
True.
It's a very bizarre...
Wait, why is that the crab mentality? What does the crab have against it?
And toxic psychological phenomenon where people will try to undermine the success of others.
Crab
Because
people.
one thing that's interesting about VTubers is, again, I'm talking about mostly successful VTubers here. A lot of these girls actually make pretty decent money. They don't make as good of money as some people think they do, but for any girl who manages to hit around 100k followers, it can become...
Yeah, we are all millionaires. It's true. We are just hiding it. But, you know, I have this, like, golden chair. So you're rich? Yeah, I have this golden chair and a golden lamp and a golden table and a golden penis. And, yeah. We are all millionaires in Hungary? Yeah. The bar is low at home. The what now? Golden teeth? No, not that. Only one golden lamp? 99 golden lamps. And a golden retriever? God, I wish.
A pretty stable upper middle class income, and the girls who manage to hit 1 million
Must
can also
be
hit
true.
the 7-figure mark
Must
in their
be
income as
true.
well, which is kind of the bizarre irony of the situation. I've often said the biggest problem with modern feminism isn't so much that it defends women's rights, but rather the problem is it doesn't really defend women's rights.
The biggest problem with feminism, that feminism means that you must hate men. That's it. That's what I don't like about it. If it's about lifting girls up, yes.
Damned if you goon, damned if you don't.
Yeah, just unlimited goon. If you lift people up, like you lift the girls up, that's amazing. But you can lift people up without punching down. And that's what I don't like. That it's always like, oh, because of the men, they are misogynist, they are and they are diverse, and they're the enemy. It's so fucking boring, man. It's just, it bores me. It literally, at first I was like confused, and then I was angry, and now it's just like, yeah. Men are the worst. I know. They're devil spawns. Everything is the fault of men. How could you? If you see a pretty lady and you try to flirt with them, you're the evil. If you don't approach them, you're the evil. If you goon to them, you're the evil. If you don't find them sexually attractive, you're the evil. Like, you literally cannot win. I'm sorry, lads, but you are just the second coming of the Antichrist, okay? You're like Damien from The Omen, and you're just basically the worst. Yeah, how could you? Yeah, it's time for you to actually look in the mirror and start properly hating yourself. True. Big Sag. I wish I would be the devil's spawn. That sounds fun, but you are the devil's spawn. What do you mean? Well, everything is the fault of the men. Men are terrible, I would know. I know. I'm just joking. This is sarcasm. Don't you hate yourself? I'm gonna punch you in the left nut.
It instead tries to entitle women with rights that have nothing to do with property rights, as a form of weird gender socialism to convince women that they're always the victim. You know, going back to the...
But we are. It's so hard to be women. It's so hard because people open the doors and they're kind to us, and then when we're pretty they acknowledge us and we get like preferential treatment, and when we say bad things even the law is kinder to... It's so hard. It's so horrible. I just you know what I think? I think the government should pay us because we are women. And I think we should make all the men go to work, and partially their money would come to us because we are women. And they should just pay us for being full-time women, and all the leaders should be women. And we should make the laws, and we don't even need votings. Only the women would vote, you know? And all the men would just go to the mines. That would be actually really nice. Yeah, I'm a full-time woman, actually. It's a very hard job. Do you agree? I think you do. We should do that. Oh my god. So do we get anything for this? No. No. Sorry. No, I don't think so. Is Go running for Prime Minister again? Yes. 2026 is gonna be my year. I will be the Prime Minister of Earth. Okay? Easy. It's a small role, but I think you have to all agree that I'm the best candidate, and I'm doing you a favor with this. You're great, you got my vote. Excellent. Thank you so much. But you have to remember that you're the worst, you're the scummiest because you're a man. But otherwise, thank you. I love you. Yes, dear. What's your promises? Nothing. I'm a girl. If you doubt my qualifications, you're a misogynist. Straight to jail. Yes, dear, I am the devil. True. I wouldn't vote for you. But you know what? I don't even need your vote because you're just a filthy man, and you don't have the right to vote for someone like me because I'm a precious, amazing girl, and I will just be voted by other people who are better than you. Actually, oh god, I'm starting to feel dirty. I can't continue this roleplay. I'm sorry. I know. Like, you were getting like a semi-harden for me being all top and everything, but
I am once again late. Watched previous parts on
I know.
So now something for a new lamp fund for little space
the
cat.
panda! Yeah, you have a semi, I know. Stop hiding in. It's beautiful.
The victim-oppressor dichotomy of the whole neo-Marxist ideology. And yet, here they are, shaming successful women because some of those successful women are turning against the woke brigade. It really shows just how toxic the ideology is. But perhaps the worst part about this...
Yeah, man. Imagine being a kind person with big boobs, and then you create yourself an avatar which is a kind person with big boobs, and you just get hate like, well, clearly she has big boobs because she wants the male attention. I'm sorry. You were born with big boobs? Nah. It's for the patriarchy, brother. It's for the patriarchy. I don't think so.
This isn't really something to do with VTubers specifically, and instead just manifests as general bad dating advice directed at young women. If I were to look at both...
I love the internet. Don't you love it that now it's accessible to everyone, and like every single person with 0.73 IQ can write their like hot takes onto the internet? No, yeah, me neither.
The red pill manosphere and compare it to, say, female dating strategy, one could attempt to argue that, oh, they're both equally bad, they're two sides of the same coin. But that's not actually true, because
What's in the female dating strategy? What is this Reddit like? What's in it? Are they like tips? Like you have to wear a miniskirt and high heels or something? Oh no, oh boy. Pure hell. It's unhinged. It's hyperfeminism. How to manipulate men? What? It wouldn't hurt. I should look into it. Just be a lesbian. I don't want to. I kind of want to, but I kind of don't want to. I'm scared because girls are gonna be yelling at me. I don't like being yelled at.
the red pill community at least gives men basic decent advice, even if it really can be a little bit misogynist at times. For example, when Andrew Tate says that you should lift and that men should be constantly improving themselves, he's correct. Some of the other things he says may be questionable, but the basics of the advice is correct, which is that you need to be constantly striving to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, because that way you're focusing on what you have to give, which in turn can create.
You should lift. I'm gonna be honest with you, I would be scared that I pull something. Like, I don't know, some kind of organ would just like pop out and it would not be where it has to be or something. I don't know, I have bad luck like that.
Increases your value in the dating marketplace, or just makes you a higher value partner in general. And you
A high value space cat? In this economy? Can we afford that?
see that within pretty much all of the red pill community. Constantly improving oneself is always a part of the message. And yet when you look at the
Having had hernia before, also terrified of that. Oh, I had hernia when I was like very, very young. Apparently I kept lifting the kids in the kindergarten and I get hernia. It just popped out like that. Yeah, I don't remember. This is just what my mom told me. I remember the hospital. Why? Because I was big and strong. And I was lifting them. And they were like, ooh. Yeah. I was, eating the children.
the advice given to young women in places like female dating strategy, or pretty much
Oh my god, is this the modern audience? Why do they have so many teeth? Oh no.
any dating advice from a sort of neo-Marxist woke feminist lens.
Oh,
This angle
yeah.
of self-improvement doesn't really exist. Going back to how Ho Maths puts it, it's stuck at stage 3. They're stuck in the mindset of thinking of relationships only in the context of what you can get out of them. And so the self-improvement element is largely missing from their advice. There's a little bit of it, but it's a drop in the bucket in a sea of entitlement. For example,
Bro, there are this many steps. Did you guys know that there are this many steps to a relationship? How many steps? 6? Is there more? I mean, there is 9 steps to a relationship. Oh my fucking god. Survive, connect, control, belong, achieve, understand. I can't read that word. Harmonize, sanctify, complete. Oh, I ain't doing fucking homework for this. What the fuck?
puts it, it's stuck at stage 3. They're stuck in the mindset of thinking of relationships
is
only in the
Sojo
context of
over?
what you can get out of them. And so the self-improvement element is largely missing from their advice. There's a little bit of it, but it's a
Will this be on the test? Yep, tomorrow. It's on the test. Get ready.
drop in the bucket in a sea of entitlement. For example, what is a high-value woman? Well, according to
I am a high value woman. It is me. You Google it and you will see a picture of me. Because I am high and value and much woman. Yes, you are. I know that. I know. It's because of my fat ass. We weighed it in kilograms.
them a queen. And what is a
A queen? Oh my god. There's no fucking way that this is not this is not a real post. A queen knows her worth. I must read this. I'm so sorry. A queen knows down to her marrow that she is worthy of the best things in life has to offer. The confidence is unshakable. While she experiences setbacks and makes judgment just like anyone else, she believes wholeheartedly in her ability not only to bounce back, but to grow from the experience and become even better, even more capable. Oh my god, am I a queen? Oh my god.
And what is a queen? Well, it's a woman who already knows that she's high value. And if that sounds
I'm crying. A queen lives a full, vibrant life. Her life is rich with meaning. And she... Okay, did a feminist or an incel write it? I can't tell. Who writes this? A femcel? All I see is ego, ego, ego. Jesus Christ. She lives it to the fullest, whatever that means for her individual. A queen suffers no fools. She does not concern herself with the opinion of those who have not proven their worthiness to her. She does not give her time and energy to anyone who disrespects hers or fails to acknowledge her. I swear, this smells like such an incel something. What is this? Oh my god. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, that's so horrible. You know what's the horrible thing? That people actually do think like this.
If that sounds like circular reasoning, well, because it is. And therefore, the queens deserve high-value men because they just do. And if you're a woman and you dare question that, and you try to think about what you can do to improve yourself, well then, you guessed it, you're a pick-me. Do you question a narrative that all the evil straight white males are in fact a bunch of bastards who only want sex? Well, you're a pick-me. You being nice to men? Nope, can't do that because men just want to sleep with you. And
true. If you're kind to a girl and you don't even fantasize about just ramming it in her pussy, are you even a man? If you open a door and you didn't look at her butthole, are you even a man? If you I don't know, say thank you and how are you to the cashier and you didn't oogle her boobs, are you even a man? What even am I?
And any lady who
just rub it in!
Questions that is, again, you guessed it, a pick-me. And while there is a little bit of correct advice here, like for example, I will never be with a man who cheats on me, it doesn't really matter because that one's kinda obvious. There's nothing in here that teaches young women what they actually...
Wait. They have like, BDSM community is outraged by... I can't see that. Attachment theory, is it real? What is attachment theory?
No, which is how to improve themselves and how...
Some misconceptions about hyper... I can't... You're in the way, dude! I can't read it!
How to select for men who are actually interested in commitment. Instead...
Wait, fuck a stack rank. A what? What's a stack rank?
What I see from this...
A scrotological study of the Titanic submersible. What did you say? What is this Reddit about again? What does scrotological study mean? I don't know that word. What's a scrotological study of this Titanic submersible? Balls? Of the Tit... Huh? What? Of the Tit... What?
Ideology seems to start out from the assertion that you
imported Danish sperm. Finally, a discussion I can get behind. Do you guys want to talk about imported Danish sperm by any chance? Yeah, highest quality. Yeah. I'm not sure. Too bad. We are milking you. We will import your beautiful, high-value Danish sperm. How's the taste? Creamy with a hint of sweetness. It's just perfect. I prefer locally sourced. You have no idea. It's high quality. It's like non-GMO. It's like European goodness. This is why women go to like Paris and whatnot. Yeah. Why should you be high maintenance? Another reason to never put a penis in your mouth.
You will at least have to buy me dinner first, _o.
Fine, but there is a reason I cannot put your penis into my mouth. Okay, I'm sorry. The internet said so. So no head? No. Sorry.
You are already maximum value, and so
sorry.
Ladies are therefore entitled to commitment.
Corporate girl is had enough. The tampon king has been crowned. The tampon king? Oh, did they shove up a tampon to someone's ass? Oh
from men.
no.
And depending on whether you are a man or a woman, if you question this, you are either a pick-me or a sexist. And that is not good advice for young women. Unless, of course, you're trying to write a book that is designed to teach girls how to wake up one day.
I should write a book. Oh, that would be amazing. I would be truly a grifter like that. My book, my experiences. What about, I don't know, just like casual, women dumb, men amazing, you know, just like classic hint of misogyny sprinkled with some anti-woke opinions, you know, just the classic. Yeah, a hint of patriarchy. Sizzle it with some spice. #1 bestseller. Yeah, true. I should get on it. It would be amazing.
Day and look in the mirror.
Cancelled V3. By the time it would be at the end of it, I would get my own Google. Okay, yeah.
Discovering that they are 50 years old and still single and never married. Thinking that you're entitled to commitment is terrible advice. And if we look at similar subreddits to FDS, by shared user base, we can see that this is exactly what's happening. Dating over 30, dating over 40, child free. This is definitely not the advice that any young lady should be listening to. And then you look at the red pill community for men, and it's...
Well, to be fair, dating over 40, maybe their husbands died, right? I will give that to you, that it's like all men are suicidal because you guys do like crazy weird shit. And like you decide that it would be nice to fix the roof, but you're also balancing on that one single place that is, you know, not safe. And you just like basically die at the ripe old age of 35. So, you know, no harness, no problem. Yeah, I'm just saying that maybe this is like for those people who were, you know, yeah. The ladder is safe. Surely, my love. Of course it's safe.
It's a completely different story. There's plenty of self-improvement here. Seduction, bodybuilding.
Seduction? Ooh. Steroids. Oh, what's a trestless? What does the word mean, trestless? Male fashion advice. Social justice in action.
Male fashion advice, fitness, social skills. This is actual proper advice. And the most important difference, though, is that you almost never see men tearing each other down for being successful. And yet it happens all the time in the circles of fake advice given to women. Constantly clawing at each other and ripping each other apart for that one time.
The homies like to work together, but for women, it's competition. I swear to God, this is something like an evolutionary bullshit. It must be that like women compete for the highest value male to breed the most potential offspring or some bullshit like that. It's like if you go back to like Ooga Booga times, it's going to be some remnants of that. Like the human body wasn't made for the 20th century. It wouldn't be surprising. Must be true. Must be true. Must be true.
She did something nice for a boy. It's pretty ridiculous, and it sadly shows that Western society still has yet to fully learn. There's a legendary article called The Misandry Bubble, written by Imran Khan of The Futurist. And one of the most important parts about it that most people kind of gloss over is this section right here. The basic premise of this article is that men and women are equally valuable, but...
Oh, don't say that to the people on the internet. They are gonna freak out. Oh, they are going to be offended and also attacked at the same time. Oh,
have different strengths and weaknesses and different priorities.
Do you remember that video where the guy was saying that like I know he phrased it stupidly, but he was basically saying that we are not equal because he was trying to get to the point that, oh, we have like different strengths and weaknesses, and she was basically like, so you think you're better than me? And he was like, no, I just don't think we are equal. So you think you're better? And they were like stuck in this time loop where she couldn't think about anything else other than he thinks that he's better than her.
Society is strongest when men and women have roles that are complementary to each other rather than of an adversarial nature. Furthermore, when one gender, either one, is mistreated, the other ends up becoming disenfranchised as well.
That's so true. They just don't say it. It's so sad. It's so sad. Oh man.
A society that wishes to sustain itself needs for men and women to get along with each other, or else both parties are going to end up suffering.
No, because they're gonna pull out shit like that. Oh my god, like the Amazons were like a strictly female tribe, and they were proud lesbians, and they only mated with the males for the offspring, and look at them. It was amazing. They made a flourishing society, and it was without men. Also fiction. No, it was based off on real life. You're just denying. You're a truth denier. That's what you are.
As the culture of their society becomes more and more toxic. And so when you
They died out. No, they're among us.
see progressive pseudo-intellectuals
Yeah, like
under the guise
dragons.
of women's rights trying to demonize men and telling women
Look at that beautiful. This beautiful, beautiful person. Beautiful. Is it a... Do you think she's a grim journalist? She's so beautiful. Must be true. Must be true.
that holding herself to any kind of standard is giving in to some kind of sexist stereotype. Over time, that mentality is doomed to end up harming women just as much as it harms men. And VTubers have gained success by just kind of accidentally breaking out of this mold. They've found a niche market in being fun and entertaining and not hating men. So it's kind of a silly but also...
Yeah, and they also look attractive. You know, like, the only way these people could find an acceptable VTuber if it would be like a morbidly obese, like, so maybe some sort of disability, something like that. And also, like, only talking to the girlies and like, no man. That's the only way. Yeah.
Very real example of the free market kind of fixing it. But unfortunately, there's still a lot of work to do, and the dating market in general needs to be repaired.
What dating? Who's dating? But dating market in the VTubing community? What are you talking about? Who is dating? Where's the date? Huh? You're dating? Who are you dating? Your left hand doesn't count. If it doesn't count for me, it doesn't count for you either.
From the damage that has been caused to it by this neo-Marxist regime. And hopefully today I have helped by pointing out just how ridiculous and inconsistent the flawed reasoning that this regime
How about the right? We can talk about that.
This really is. Which is important because a lot of these people who believe in this ideology are...
Look, Vice! If I haven't heard a lot more about Vice in the past few weeks than I wanted to. Ay.
in fact, mainstream corporate journos. And you will see this kind of inconsistent reasoning in mainstream publications. But hopefully you now know how to spot it and not fall for it. And so for now, that is all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoy my content and want to support me, you can do so on either Ko-Fi, Subscribe, or by buying some merch, or by again checking out Ground News. Because they really do a great job in showing how...
This was a good video. I actually really liked it. It was long. There was a few times when I lost the plot, but then I rekindled. Yeah? Sure was about VTuber. It was a lot. It's only 24, but I feel like I have been talking about it for more than an hour. But it was really good. I liked it.